Okay, I'm going to share with you something called finger stretching exercise, finger stretching yoga or qigong. This is a method of tendon and joint qigong. So this one specifically is working on the fingers, the hand, the wrist, and into the forearm. And it comes from Burma originally, from Bando Yoga Systems. I was taught this by the famous Grandmaster Dr. Maung Gyi, the founder of the American Bando Association, who brought the ancient Burmese arts to the United States shortly after World War II. Something preserved through his family, one of the yoga methods. This specifically comes from what's known as Sudra Yoga, or the worker yoga caste. The worker caste, a yoga system from the worker caste, Sudras. In our country, now most of the yoga systems people are familiar with originally were known as, or come from the Brahmin caste yoga tradition. The Brahmin being the ascetic, high spiritual caste. They didn't work. They had servants. Maybe the Brahmin priest might live in a temple. Food was brought to him. People dressed him. People shaved him. So his preoccupation was spiritual enlightenment. That was it. He didn't have to work. He didn't fight. He didn't, didn't have a business to run. Yoga, again, meaning union of spirit, mind, and body. Now, nowadays, when we see Hatha Yoga, which originally was a Brahmin caste yoga system, it's come a long way. People do it for health, to stretch, to be in shape. They may not be thinking about the original goals, but that's where it came from originally. Okay, other Brahmin yoga caste methods that are well known are Kundalini Yoga, Raja Yoga, Mantra Yoga, things like Surat Shabd Yoga, many others. The worker caste yoga methods, the warrior caste yoga methods for soldiers, officers, generals, these are very, very useful because they had many of the same issues that we have. We work every day. This can cause stress to our mind and body. We need something to regenerate that and maintain it to keep our health. So this finger stretching is excellent. It's a simple exercise. Again, martial artists, this is good for anyone. All of us, as we go through life, as we get older, we may start to have problems with our hands, working with buttons, fine little work, aches and pains. This one is simple but very, very excellent. Many martial artists have injured their hands from training, striking, fighting, etc. So again, this one not only maintains the functionality of your hand, including circulation, it'll help to heal it. It really does. Now, I'm no doctor. These methods don't take the place of a doctor or a physical therapist, but it's something you can practice. And if you think you have serious problems, of course, get that checked out. But so I'm happy to share this with you. Don't force anything I show you here. Don't try to stretch so hard you're breaking your finger. Only go up to, say, 70% or so of what is comfortable. Don't force it. Just practice regularly. Over time, you will see, ideally, an improvement. Okay, so finger stretching exercise. Now, you could practice seated or standing. I'm going to stand. Then I'm just standing in a basic kind of a shoulder width posture. Okay, let your weight sink. If you don't have any training in stances and posture, just stand comfortably as best you can. Now, you're going to hold your hand and arm at this angle. So you're not too far, not too close, against your body, this sort of an angle. Now, you're going to stretch each finger and the thumb one at a time. So I'm going to start with my index finger. Now, with my other hand, I grab a hold of it as close to where the finger joins the hand as possible. Don't grab the end of it. Grab real close. All right, like this. And then you just start to stretch that finger. Breathe to and from your finger. Relax. Do not force it. Now, after you've stretched it for a bit, I'm not going to hold it for as long as you really want to. Hold the stretches for 1 to 5 minutes. Once you start to stretch the finger, then, with your thumb and the other fingers, you try to close them into a fist without letting that finger lift that you're stretching. And you just hold this again for, say, 1 to 5 minutes. Now, after that, you're going to go to the next finger. Now, the middle finger. Again, work close to your hand, not on the end. Same thing. Stretch it first for a while. Relax and breathe. Then start to curl your other fingers and see if you can make a fist. You probably won't be able to. And again, hold that for 1 to 5 minutes. Now next, index finger, same thing. Stretch it for a while, okay? Notice the angle of the arm and the wrist and the hand. Then try to bring those fingers into a fist. Now, some of the stretches, some of the fingers, you won't move your other fingers too much. You may or may not. But try to anyway. Then go to your pinky. Excuse me 1 second. There we go. Let's get, I don't need a commercial. Let's get some music for our exercise. This is the album China by Paul Horn. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so, pinky, same idea. Get close to the hand. Hold the arm in the right position. Stretch. Okay? Then curl the other fingers into a fist or as close as you can. Breathe to and from with the finger, the hand. Now the thumb's different. You're going to put your hand inward like this. So from here, turn inward. Take your other thumb. Hold it against the thumb like this. And you're going to make a bridge. You're going to grab your forearm here, near your wrist. Your thumb is here. And you're going to stretch your thumb like that, backwards. Curl your other, actually this one you don't need to curl your fingers, just stretch your thumb. So from here, inward, thumb to thumb on the ball of the thumb, grab your wrist, stretch that thumb backwards. Relax and breathe. Okay, so finger stretching. Here again, index finger, make a fist, hold, middle finger, ring finger, pinky, turn the thumb in, stretch that. Then do the other hand. You know, if you don't do this every day, even a few times a week, I can tell you, it really has a great benefit to the hands, and also you'll feel it right into the forearm, because all the ligaments in the, where you're stretching your fingers and bending that finger and making the fist, everything gets a good stretch. Okay, so, thank you very much. Enjoy.